Hello everyone, I am Mishwa Sakaria. I am pursuing Masters in Construction Engineering and Management from CERT University. For the second semester of the program, in our studio project of Construction Project Execution, Monitoring and Control, I have undertaken a live commercial building project to understand the various dynamics of construction which centered on the execution phase of a project's life cycle. This group activity entailed collecting data, analyzing it, and recommending improvements where necessary in terms of site layout, safety, quality, cost management, contract management, and material management. We were also encouraged to adopt lean concepts such as value stream mapping, just-in-time, and 5S to streamline the process flow and minimize the waste in the project. The commercial building was located at Ahmedabad, Gujarat. It covers an area of 5,360 square meter. It has 3 basements and is a G plus 14 floor structure. Our scope of work for this studio is from 11th floor to 14th floor. The contract for the project was a labor contract where the client provides the material and the contractor provides the labor. Here we have shown the timeline, which includes date of commencement of work as 12th February 2019, start of RCC work, start date of civil package, and expected end date of scope of work, that is 15th November 2021. Here we have shown the cost breakdown of scope of work for four floors, and the total civil works cost package was approximately 52 crores and the total project cost was greater than 100 crores. The site layout was analyzed using BIM, that is Building Information Modeling, and based upon that, critics were raised. The suggestions are explained through the layout which is shown below. The legends here represent the bifurcation of different areas of the site layout. We suggested that Cube Curing Pond and QAQC Lab and the offices should be grouped together for better reach. We also identified different risks according to the site and which are listed here on the table. A severity matrix of possible risk on site has been created. It is based on the probability or likelihood and its impact on the time, schedule, cost, quality, and scope of the project. The severity can be calculated as a product of probability and impact. Majority of risks were moderate and some were high, which is clearly shown here in the graph. The scope of contractor includes concreting, blockwork, and plastering. For concrete planning, built-up area of concrete was 40,420 meter square. Coefficient of concrete is 0.4 cubic meter per square meter. So the total quantity of concrete required for the project was around 16,168 cubic meter. The concrete requirement was calculated by using the volume of concrete for different pours. As per the calculations, the peak requirement of concrete was in January, that is 694.69 cubic meter, as the total of 11 pours were completed in that month, and the highest productivity was calculated as 5.73 cubic meter per man day, which is shown here in the graph. The green color represents planned productivity and yellow color represents actual productivity on site. Contract administration includes all the tasks involving the monitoring of vendors, contractors, and service providers, fulfilling all the contractual obligations. We have proposed the contract administration procedure on site and included contract management team, which will help prepare contract monitoring and execution, risk identification, claims and dispute management, and contract closeout. We also proposed claim management process to settle an issue in a timely and efficient manner in order to prevent potential conflicts. The expected claims on site are listed here in the table, and it includes performance security, testing, extension of time for completion, liquidated damages for delay, variation, and insurance. In quality management, we considered cost of quality, which is defined as a methodology that allows an organization to determine the extent to which its resources are used for different activities. It consists of quality management cost and deviation cost. Quality management cost includes prevention and appraisal cost, and deviation cost includes internal failure and external failure cost. For the deviation cost and the internal failure cost, we identified non-conformities on site. Exposed rebar observed on bottom face of the beam on 11th floor is shown here in the figure. Causes of non-conformity were also identified, and corrective measures to rectify this non-conformity are listed here. Under job hazard analysis, we identified different hazards which may arise during construction activities as a result of insufficient or ineffective supervision, worker carelessness, or a lack of expertise. Job hazard includes fall hazards, struck-by hazards, caught in between hazards, and electrical shocks. So here, as shown in the figure, workers working on the same floor might get hit by the falling of this shattering material, and it was observed on 13th floor. The control measure on site includes tightening of the hook latch, maintaining proper sling angle, and clear instructions to the crane operator over cell phone was given, and the PPEs were worn by the laborer. We suggested engineering control, administrative control, and PPE control to avoid this injury or hazard on site. In material management, ABC analysis is an inventory categorization technique. It divides an inventory into three categories: A items with very tight control and accurate records, B items with less tightly controlled and good records, and C items with the simplest controls possible and minimal record. The graph here represents the cost of different materials in million rupees. Next is HML analysis. It classifies inventory based on how much a product costs as per its unit price. The classification includes H, that is the item with a high unit value, M represents item with a medium unit value, and L represents item with a low unit value. The graph is shown here, which includes unit rates of different materials. The value stream mapping VSM is a lean management framework that compares the current state and a projected future state for a sequence of activities from start to finish. The activity selected for VSM was block work. The block work on 11th floor for a certain module was observed for value-adding, non-value-adding activities and cycle time. The activities were observed on 20th March 2021 from 9:30 am to 5 pm. The workflow process diagram for block work activity is shown below. Percentages of waste were identified in the non-value-added activities are shown here in the pie chart. Below diagram represents the current state map of the sequence of activities for block work. The duration of each activity can be reduced after the application of lean tools, and 14.8% reduction was observed in the duration of activities. The total duration of block work was reduced from 1521 to 1295 minutes, which is shown here in the table. The graph below represents the comparison duration of current and future state mapping. The below diagram represents the future state map, which shows the various lean tools like Kaizen burst, that is, blocks should be stacked in groups of 40 in block stacking area in advance to save the time in future. 5S, that is sort, set in order, shine, standardize and sustain was also suggested for the block work activity. So coming to the conclusion and learnings, this studio enabled us to gain an on-site experience and realistic understanding of different systems and principles that must be applied to any construction project, whether residential, industrial or infrastructure, in order for the project to be completed successfully and profitably from the contractor's perspective. We also conducted site visits, attended guest lectures, learned softwares for planning, and prepared deliverables according to the studio curriculum. So for site layout planning and analysis, the analyzing the site layout using BIM, that is Building Information Modeling, helped us to identify the interconnection of activities on site. Based upon that, site layout critics were raised and risk identification was done. For concrete planning, planning and scheduling assumptions were studied to identify slab cycle and peak resource requirements for materials and labors to calculate the planned and actual productivity. For contract administration, an item rate contract was suggested from our side, and the necessary general and special conditions of contract were also included. A systematic contract administration procedure was suggested for the site, and expected claims were identified. Claims management process was also proposed. For cost of quality, quality control and assurance play an important role in the project, and to ensure good quality, proper standards should be set on site, as it directly implies the cost and time factor of the overall project and what implications do rework cause. For job hazard analysis, it emphasizes on the need and importance of safety on site. The potential hazards which are observed on site were reported, and relevant hazard controls were suggested by studying engineering, administrative, and personal protective equipment controls. For material management, as it plays an important role in planning and organizing materials on site, we understood the aspects of procurement processed on site, technical specifications of material and inventory management. Use of software in stores for issuing of materials was also studied. Next is value stream mapping, and it is a lean management tool which helped us to know the delay causing activities during the process of block work. The VSM activity reduced the duration for block work after the application of this lean management tool, which was closely observed on site. Waste management on site was also done and lean tools were incorporated. Thank you.